Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. Before we get into it, I want to announce the winner of the Mephitic Blight Hauler. I don't know where I've put the box. It is Adam West on YouTube, so keep an eye on your comments and I will reach out to you. Lloyd took it. I'll buy you another one and send it to you. Yeah, keep an eye on your comments and I will reach out to you and we'll get that sent out to you. Anyway, on to today's game. We are doing a match points 2,000 points. Match play 2,000 points of the Death Guard versus the Fists. We're going to be trying to go as competitive as we can this one and really trying to score points to give you guys some ideas at home how the armies play out. So let's get on to the army lists. So starting with the Death Guard, I have brought a battalion today. I think it is 1997, 98 points. There's a couple there free.
If I lose, that's why.
That's if you lose, that's why. Leading up the army is a Demon Prince of Nurgle. He just has the Hellforged Sword and what he comes with, Malefic Talon. Then for his Warlord trait, I have given him Revoltingly Resilient. And then I have given him for his relic, Warp Insect Hive. They will be run as Mortarion's Anvil. Warp Insect Hive, super powerful. Lets him reroll all his hits and all his wounds in combat. Then for my second HQ, I've got Malignant Plague Caster. Spent CP to give him a Warlord trait, Hulking Physique. Gives him an extra wound and he can only be wounded on a 4, 5, 6. Basically a continuous transhuman physiology. Then there's lots. So I'm going to do the other characters. I have a Biologist Putrefier and I have a Foul Blightspawn. Again, really nice buffing units to bring with the Death Guard. I then have troops and I have 2 5-man Plague Marine squads. I didn't have the points for 7. I apologise. One of them is equipped with a Power Fist Plasma Pistol on the Champion. And then they have a Blight Launcher in there. Second squad is Plasma Gun and a Power Fist on the Champion. And then everyone else is just bolt guns. I also have a 10-man Poxwalker squad. They're Poxwalkers, they're just nasty, they're annoying, they're just there to annoy your opponent and hold some objectives. Then onto my elites, I have Blightlord Terminators, I've got Combi Melter, Combi Flamer, Combi Plasma, Combi Bolter, and a Flayed of Corruption. They all have Bubonic Axes. Then onto my fast attack. As one of the prizes, I have the Mephitic Blight Haulers. I always get these names mixed up. I brought 3 of them. They are equipped with multi-melters, a missile launcher, and the like spile spit. Or don't quote me. They can spit in your face. Yeah, I'll do that if I lose. And then finally we have 2 Photic Bloat Drones. They are both equipped with Plague Spitters, and they can pick the fast attack. And then at the very end, heavy support. 2 Plague Burst Crawlers. I've actually gone with the Plague Spearers on these instead of the Entropy Cannons, just to save on points, plus I really don't want them to get charged. Their job is to stay at the back of the board and hide, and the Plague Spitters, as Lloyd has found out when we played against the Orcs, can really do some damage in Overwatch, being auto-hitting. And then they have the Heavy Slugger. That's it. It's a nasty army. Hopefully we can pick the right secondaries. I'm actually going to go and try out a few different ones this game that I haven't done before, and they're kind of a secondaries that require me to continue doing it as the game go on, but I'm hoping that it's going to score me the points. So we'll be right back and we will see what my opponent has brought with the Fists of Dawn.
Kicking off from the Warlord is Lysander. I always bring in, Alex always kills him, I cry.
It's a sneak peek of what's coming up.
He's got his Indomitable Warlord trait.
That one, right?
He's got his Fist of Dawn and a shield.
Okay.
And on to my second HQ, which I've upgraded with Chapter Master.
Okay.
He is, I always forget his name.
Captain Gravis Armor.
Captain Gravis Armor. He has Angel Artifice and Master of the Codex. Master of the Codex is trait, Angel Artifice is his relic.
So gaining more CP.
Yes.
Okay.
And then onto my troops, I got 1 6-man tack squad. We got a heavy bolter, Sarge got bolt, pistol, and a power fist. 2 5-man intercessor squads. One of the sergeants has a plasma pistol, power fist. And my second intercessor squad, the sergeant has a chainsword, which I always forget about as well, which is great.
It's free, take it.
Onto my elites, I got a 5-man assault Terminator squad. 2 with storm shields, 2 with thunder hammer, 3 with lightning claws. I like them, but Alex always kill them too.
I mean, the shields are so hard to remove. Yeah. If I can kill the shields, I'm fine. If I can't, they're so hard.
And then onto the 2 3-man aggressor squads. We got the Fragstorm grenade launchers.
Boltstorm Gauntlets.
And bolts on
It's like you forget this every week. I already know now. I can see your brain going. Fragson launches Boltstorm Gauntlets. They're drilled into my brain. I never run them. I only know them because you keep bringing them. Okay, Fragson launches Boltstorm Gauntlets. Yes.
And then on to my 2 Redemptors. The first one has the Icarus rocket pod, the 4 Storm Bolters, the heavy onslaught Gatling cannon, and the underslung Gatling cannon. And then on to my second Redemptor, he's got the heavy onslaught, the underslung heavy flamer, and the grenade launchers.
Frag launchers?
Frag
Okay.
launchers. Which hopefully pairing them up might be quite nice.
Yeah, I mean, they do some work.
Yes. And then I got a 3-man fast attack squad of
Inceptors.
yeah.
I was
God,
I can
terrible.
see it. Have you noticed everything's a ter? Inceptor, aggressor, intercessor. I don't know why. Yes, Inceptors with Boltstorm bolters.
Yeah.
There we are.
Fast shooting bolters.
Official name. Fast shooting bolters.
And onto a heavier support. I had to bring a Land Raider with the Terminators. I think it's the Redeemer with the heavy flamers. He's got the twin assault cannon, hunter killer missile, and I think I give him the Storm Bolter too. Because he's got a bolter in there somewhere.
He's going to blow up turn ones. It doesn't matter what he is.
And then I got a 5-man dev squad with 3 multi-melters, a last cannon, and the sergeant has a bolter.
So here is the board for today's 2,000 points matched play game between the Death Guard and the Imperial Fist successor. Let's talk you over terrain, and then we'll go on to our secondaries. So all the 2-story rocks here, that's how the board will be obscuring. The smaller rocks around here are just going to be as they are, line of sight blocking and light cover. Then we've got dense cover and light in the jungle forested areas here, and over that side of the board. If you are after any terrain as well, don't forget to check out our link below to 3D Resin UK, where they do 3D prints of pretty much everything you will need. Starting with the deployment, we're going to go on to the Death Guard. We have the 5-man Plague Marine squad with the plasma gun on the sergeant down here. We have the Mephitic Blight Hauler squad there. Next to them is the Demon Prince. The other squad of Plague Marines with the Blight Launcher. The Terminators are starting on the board today. I haven't had much luck with them in Deep Strike, so I'm trying something a little bit new. Poxwalkers in front, Malignant Plaguecaster and the Biologist Putrefier all in the melee. Then over in this corner here, we have the Fire Blightspawn. He is accompanied by 2 Foated Bloat Drones. And then at the back of the board are the Plague Burst Crawlers. That's it for the Death Guard. Quite defensive start. Onto the Fists of Dawn. Down in this corner we have the aggressors. One of them facing the wrong way. Don't know why he's doing that. He's watching for Deep Strike. And then we have 5 intercessors in front. The Land Raider, which contains the Terminators and Lysander. Devastators in front. The Gravis Captain just behind with the Tac Squad with a heavy bolter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then the other aggressors over here. Next to the 5 intercessors. And then both Redemptor Dreadnoughts. Then off the board in the air are the Inceptors, who'll be coming on from turn 2. Now, on to the secondaries we took. For the Death Guard, I took Engage on all fronts because, well, I want to get over the board and not leave the fists run rampant. Then I took the Mission secondary. What's it called again, Lloyd?
Secure No Man's Land.
Secure No Man's Land, which basically means that I have to, I score points based on whichever round it is, and as long as I own the objective in the center. So if I own it and it's round 2, I will score 2 points. If I own it round 3, 3 points, etc. Then I have taken the one for the Psychers. Psychic Ritual. I knew I wrote PR for some reason. It's come back to me. So again, that will be all about getting my Psyker to the center of board, popping off the action and scoring some more points. Now for Lloyd and the Fists, to counter this, he has gone with Bring It Down. There is lots of vehicles on the board for the Death Guard, the Mephitic Blight Haulers, the Foated Bloat Drones, and the Plague Burst Crawlers. He has then gone with Oath of Moment from the Space Marine book. It's a must-take. It's an easy way to score points for all different reasons. And then he has taken a Border Witch, so he will score points killing my Psychers. I have a Demon Prince of Nurgle, and in that mess over there, I have a Malignant Plaguecaster. That's about it. Don't think I'm missing anything. So it is just going to be the roll off to see who goes first. In today's game, it is match play, so the highest will be going first. I roll the 4. 6. It will be Imperial Fists Command Phase. Turn 1. Before we go there quickly as well, I'm starting with 10 CP, and Lloyd is also starting with 10. So, on to the Imperial Fist Command Phase Turn 1. Now, with Lloyd's ability Master of the Codex, he needs to roll a d6. On a 4+, he will get another CP. So, it is a 2. So, we'll just be getting the 1 for the start of the round, taking it up to 11. Is there anything happening in your command phase for the Fist, sir?
I'm going to spend Wisdom of the Ancients.
Okay, 1 CP. And who are we putting it on?
This Redemptor.
The one with both yellow shoulders. And is he re-rolling hits or wounds?
I roll hits.
Hits. Okay, so hits of 1 bubble for any core. That's about it. So we will be right back after the Imperial Fist movement phase turn 1. And just for the movement, the Chapter Master will be putting all his rerolls on the Devastator squad, you said, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so they will get to reroll all their hits. So after the movement phase for the Fist of Dawn turn 1, they've decided to engage the Death Guard very aggressively. Starting this side of the board, the Land Raider has thrown advance and stormed up the middle with Lysander and the Terminators looking to lead the charge. Intercessors and Aggressors both advancing around the corner. Devastator's just moving forward. A lot of line of sight blocking on the board today, so you're going to have to try and see if they've got any line of sight on any targets of importance. Tactical Marines stayed still there on the objective. Aggressors advanced. Intercessors moved or advanced? They advanced, and then both Redemptors just moved at the board as normal. Very aggressive play from the Fists. So, we will be right back as there are no psychics for the Fists with the shooting phase turn 1. On to the shooting phase for the Fists of Dawn. I've done some measuring, and the only things really in range this turn are both Redemptors in the corner. So, where are we starting the shooting?
Start with the Icarus rocket pod.
Okay, well, you could have declared their shots. All the weapons have been fired into him from that Redemptor. Okay, so Icarus, D3. It's going to be 3. It's a good start. These are hitting on a... They might be hitting on a 2 because I think I have the fly keyword. Let's double check. Just checking, it was aircraft only. I think it used to be against flying, but I also used to think it incurred a minus if it shot at anything that didn't have the fly keyword. So overall it's better. So 2 hits, strength 7. These are looking for 4s to wound. So the Icarus failing onto the Storm Bolter. It's going to be 4 shots. These are hitting on 3s. Okay, it's a good start. 6s will explode, being the Imperial Fists, eh? And then these are wounding on 5s as they are strength 4. That is going to be 2 wounds. There is no AP on these, so it is just my 3 ups. I make them both. Onslaught. Rerolling the 1s. And then this is strength 5. So this is toughness 7. So we're looking for 5s to wound. Okay, it's going to 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a heavy weapon, right? So it's going to be AP minus 2. Okay. So I am looking for 5 ups on the Photic Bloat Drone. I am failing 2. So what's the damage on this?
It becomes 2 now.
Goes up to 2, but it goes back down to 1 thanks to Disgustingly Resilient. Okay, and now we've got 12 shots from the heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon. These again are hitting on 3s, re-rolling any 1s. And then these are going to be strength 6 versus toughness 7. So they're again looking for 5s. How many have we got?
1.
1, okay. I fail it. Again, I'm going to be taking another damage there. So 3 wounds taken off the Photic Bloat Drone already. Now on to the second Redemptor. We have done measuring. The only gun in range is the heavy Onslaught. And Lloyd is firing into the same injured poor Photic Bloat Drone. So it's 12 shots hitting on 3s. Rerolling any 1s. And then these are... Oh, that's a bad roll. That's a... Hey, welcome to my world. That's a bad roll. And then these are strength 6 versus toughness 7. So 5s. 2 again. Chipping away. And then I'm looking for my 5 ups again, yep. I make 1, fail 1, taking another 1 damage, taking 4 off. I mean, for the Imperial Fist, they did want more in the Devastated Doctrine, but with the way the board is set up and some cautious play, I think that's all they're going to get for this turn. We're going to check some line of sight on the Devastators, but if not, we will be right back with... well, it's not going to be a charge phase, because everything's out of range. At the end of that shooting phase, that's going to be it for the Imperial Fist. No scoring yet with Oath of Moment till the end of the round. Bring it down, obviously, and Abhor the Witch won't be scored to the end of the game. So, believe it or not, that quick turn was Imperial Fist turn 1. We will be right back with the Death Guard command phase turn 1. On to the Death Guard command phase turn 1. The traitor Astartes have seen the oncoming Imperial Fist, and now it's time for them to hit back. There's not much really happening. There's not many commands being thrown. I'm going up 1 CP and everyone has been told to just push forward. So we'll be right back after the Death Guard movement phase, turn 1. So after the Death Guard movement phase, turn 1, it's been a very aggressive push. The Plague Marines moved up this side of the board along with the Mephitic Blight Hoarders, trying to stare down that Land Raider, do some damage before the death inside can get out. The Poxwalkers advanced. The Plague Marines moved up behind them with the HQs and the Elites, the Biologists. Demon Prince swung over. I did want to go for a turn 1 charge, but if the Terminators could have got in, I would have thought about it, but they can't at the moment, and I feel like they need to back up their Lord. They just moved up the centre. Far Blightspawn advanced just up behind the shrubbery there. Wasn't really sure where to put him, so he's just going to get some dense cover. The Mephitic Blight, wrong one now. The Plague Burst Crawler swung back to hold this objective. I am leaving that side of the board open to the Inceptors coming in, but I feel like we've got guns that can deal with them. And then over this side of the board, the Mephitic, yet again, the Plague Burst Crawler. I'm going to get this right one day. He stayed still. Both floated bloat drones through in advance. Got up the board there. Rolling 6s yet again with the bloat drones. In previous games, and in all games we play, even the ones that aren't recorded, I roll really well with the bloat drones. Watch this come back and bite me in the rear now. So that's about it. So we will go straight onto the psychic phase. What do I start with? So I am going to start with Miasma of Pestilence from the Demon Prince, and I'm going to attempt to put that onto the Terminators if it goes off. So it does go off, so they will be -1 to hit until the next psychic phase. So his psychic powers are done. Now for the for the Malignant Plague Caster, we are going to go with Putrescent Vitality. That is going to go off in an 11. We do need to check that Land Raider is not going to be in 12, so it won't take a mortal wound. And I'm going to be putting that onto the Poxwalkers, making them an extra toughness. So make them a little bit harder to move. And then for his next psychic power, I need to check if he has line of sight on the Land Raider. I believe he does. It's just going to be a smite, so it is the closest model. And I'm going to fail on a 5. No, it's going to go off on a 5. And with my stratagem at the start, I could re-roll that for free. But 5 is fine. It's going to be D3 mortal wounds. It's going to be 3 to start. So, very good psychic phase from the Death Guard. So, on to the shooting phase for the Death Guard. We're going to start with the Mephitic Blight Haulers. See, I got the name right that time. And they're going to be firing everything into Land Raider. 16 wounds left. I've got 6 multi-melter shots. I've got missiles. Yeah, you know what? I just want it dead. So I am going to declare everything into the Land Raider. Might be a bit of overkill, but you never know in this game. So these are the multi-melter shots. These are hitting on 3s. So I'm dropping 2. Now these are strength 8. This is toughness 8. So I am looking for 4s. 2. Do I re-roll 1? No, that's fine. Okay, so that's 2. It's AB -4, so you will not get a save. Now I am within half range, so I need to roll these 2 each at each time. And, oh no, it's new rules, isn't it? Sorry, it's D6 plus 2, right? So, just 2 dice. So it's a 6 and a 1 plus 2. I will CP the 1. Why? Now, 3 crack missiles. Looking for 3s. All of them hitting. Looking for 4s to wound. All of them wounding. AP is -2. So Land Raider gets a 3 up, right? So 5 up.
2 up, yes.
Oh, okay. So you're looking for 4 ups. 4 ups from the Land Raider. He's unbelievably making 2. Right. D6 damage. He has 5 wounds left. I spent my reroll. He has 1 wound left. I still have the Blight Spurter, whatever the disgusting sounding weapon is, but I need to check the range. So we've got the Spurt, 3d3, so it's going to be 2, 4, 5 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 3s, and these are... oh my god, that's a bad roll. That is a bad roll. There's only 1. And then what's the strength on this, sorry?
Strength 6.
Strength 6 versus toughness 8, so looking for a 5. It is a plague weapon, so I should get to reroll the 1. Oh, the 1s have begun. Okay, really want that Land Raider dead. So the Plague Marines down here will be putting their plasma gun from the champion over into the Land Raider. I will be overcharging it. This might be a silly thing to do, but it does take it up to strength 8 and it just makes it easier to wound. If it blows up, well, it blows up. And then all the bolt guns will be fired down into the intercessors. Okay, so we've checked the bolt guns, 6 shots in range. These are hitting on 3s. And oh, Lloyd, I'm joining you in the rolling today. And then these are strength 4 versus toughness 4. So looking 4s. That is 2. These are AP 0, so it's 2 3-ups. Make one Fellman, taking a wound off one of the intercessors. And now the plasma gun shot. Overcharged. Oh, that's good. It hits. Now it's looking for 4 to wound. I mean, that's the most cocked dice I've ever seen in my life. It's a 6. It wounds. That is AP minus 3. Lloyd doesn't save it. That is a dead Land Raider. Does it explode?
Can I actually have a save?
Oh, damn. So, we need to remove the Land Raider. Before we do, we need to get the guys out and then roll for everyone inside. Oh, 6 models inside. Any ones will be a dead model. Oh, gosh, you never die from exploding vehicles. Well, that's kind of lucky because everything in there was very high value. At least the Land Raider is removed. Gives me some more options. So let's have a look across the board and see what else we can fire into. So, after that, we're going to go over to the injured bloat drone. Now, he would normally be out of range, but I will be spending 1 CP on Overwhelming Generosity. Should increase the range of his spitters by 6. Bring in those aggressors into range. So it's going to be 2d6 auto hitting. It's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, these are strength 6. This is toughness 5 of the aggressors. So we are going to be looking for 3s to wound. Rerolling any 1s as it is a plague weapon. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there. AP is -1. So 7 at AP -1. Nurgle's number itself. And you are... Oh my god, that's a bad roll. That is a bad roll. Let's count up the wounds. Unbelievably, that takes down 2 aggressors. That went better than I thought. I was hoping to get a couple of wounds. Again, 40 bloat drones really working for me in matched play. Next, we're going to go on to the other photo bloat drone, who's going to be putting everything into the more powered up, more equipped Redemptor. No, nice try. The one with the Icarus, so it's going to be 2d6 auto hitting, 6, that's not bad, it's average. And then these are going to be strength 6 versus toughness 7 of the Redemptor. It's looking for 5s, we're rolling any 1s, so it's a plague weapon. That is only the one. -1 AP, so you're just looking for a 4-up, I believe, and you make it, that's fine. Okay, where to go next? On to the Blightlord Terminators. They are staring down their opposition, hatred flowing through their veins, and I've decided to fire everything I can into them. Now, the Flamer's out of range and the Melter is, but the Plasma and the Bolters are all in range. So, we're going to start with the Bolters. These are looking... I need to do these separate now. So the ones just firing the bolters are going to be hitting on 3s. And then, am I in range? Yes, I am. I'm in range for a reroll. Okay, and then these are going to be strength 4 versus toughness 4. So looking for 4s. It's going to be 2 there, no AP. They are fine. And then, also I assume you're putting that on the shield guy. Just realised, well, Combi Bolter, I could have done these all together. So again, the other 4 hitting on 3s. We were on the 1s thanks to the Demon Prince. 1 hit, wounding on a 4, 1 wound, no AP. It's fine. Okay, that's all I expected really from the Terminators. So just checking line of sight. This Plague Beast Mortar, neither of them can really see anything. So we're going to start with this one here, and he's going to be firing everything over into the squad of Terminators. And I will be spending a CP on Disgusting Force, which will change the weapons to flat 3 damage. And then if they do kill anything, they give out mortal wounds as well. So it's going to be D6 number of attacks. 4. I'm happy with that. And then these are going to be hitting on 3s. Oh, no. I've already spent my reroll as well, I believe. Yes, I have on the Prophetic Blightlords. So it's 1 hit. Strength 8 versus toughness 4. So looking for 2s. Rerolling any 1s. It wounds. It's AP -2. So I assume you're sticking it on shield.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be a 4-up, which he fails. It's going to be flat 3 damage.
She's dead.
1 is dead. And then we select the Terminators there. And anyone within 3 on a 4-up will take a mortal wound. So it will only be Lysander. he is fine. Okay, so on to the next Plague Burst Crawler. He will do the same thing. Obviously, it's only going to be 2 damage this time. So it's D6 shots, is 5. And these are hitting on 3s. Whoops. So hitting on 3s, that's better. And then these are strength 8. So wounding on 2s, rerolling any 1s as a plague weapon. So let's reroll that, that's pretty cocked. Okay, so that's 3. Oh god, no. Devil's going to come to the table. That's 3 6s. So starting with the shield, you'll have to do these 2, do the first 2, and then do the rest. So looking for 4 ups on the shield. So the shield guy is down to 1 wound. Now do the last roll. And he is killed. Unless you want to CP that.
Yeah, you have to.
Okay, we're throwing out a CP. And he is fine on 1 wound remaining. And with that, that ends the shooting phase. Now I'm tempted to do a charge with the Mephitic Blightwallers into the Terminators. Is that a good or bad idea? It does tie them up. I tell you what. No, I need them out of combat really, because there's other important things on the board that I could do with killing. They're pretty good in close combat, but there's not really much for Lysander to charge without coming up the board. So apart from that, we will call it the end of the Death Guard turn 1. The only scoring will be engaged. I am in 3 table quarters, scoring me 2, and that's about it. So we will go on to the Imperial Fists strike back in their command phase. Turn 2, but before we do, I've remembered, Oath the Moment needs to be scored at the end of the round. So with Oath the Moment, end of the round score will be 2 points to 1 to the Death Guard, leading into round 2. So on to the Imperial Fist of Dawn command phase, turn 2, they go up a command point and they need to roll a d6 and a 4+, they're going to gain another command point. That's a 4, so they're going up another command point, and then anything else happening in your command phase. Wisdom of the Ancients. Hits or rolls. Hits or wounds.
I'll go with rolls.
All rolls. Hits or wounds.
Wounds.
Wounds. And which Redemptor? The one that's more fully stacked. Okay, so re-rolling wounds of 1. And then the Chapter Master ability is going on the Devastators. Yes. Big smile in your face that time. Yes. Okay, we will be right back after the Fist of Dawn movement phase. Oh, no. It's scoring.
And also, I will say,
yes, say it.
for the Sergeant, I'll put on the last cannon because I will 100% forget.
Because you'll forget, so we'll give him the ballistic skill of 2. Okay, and then objective scoring. We have 1 objective held here by the Imperial Fist at the end of their command phase. 1 here, as they believe it or not have more models. I really should have charged now, looking back. So that will net them 10 points. So we'll be right back after their movement phase. 10-2. So after the Imperial Fist movement phase, very aggressive play from the Sons of Dawn yet again. Terminators pushing up the board, hoping to deal with that mass of traitors in the center. This side of the board, the Intercessors moving up, aggressors throwing in advance. The Devastators with all their rerolls moving up the board with the Captain. Tactical Marines just holding the objective there. The remaining aggressor just moved up, hoping to get a charge before he is slain into the Photo Bloat Drone. The Intercessors stayed still or moved up?
They moved.
Just moved around. And then both Redemptors. I don't know what to say about 2 Redemptors next to each other. It's kind of overkill, but then when you look at it, it's never really done. So I have no idea how to deal with it. So that's coming up that side of the board. And then Lloyd deciding not to bring in his Inceptors this turn. Have you forgotten?
No, they come in bit.
As we are friendly, as I am friendly.
Turn 3.
You're going to do turn 3?
That's my 5 for that bit.
I tell you what, it's a friendly game. You can bring them in. So after that friendly reminder, the Inceptors have now landed. The message went along the Vox, screaming at them, Lysander, where the heck are you? Get onto the field. So they have arrived wholly within 6, which is really smart play.
Chin chin, we'll finish all
They were having a cup of tea. It's very smart play because even though they're not coming at the back of the board, Lloyd has taken Oath the Moment, and one of those conditions is that he's wholly within 6 of the centre. And they're not really a unit to charge, so it brings their firepower and it also holds them on their objective, scoring them even more points. That's about it. There's no psychic phase, so it's going to be going straight into the shooting phase. Where would you like to start, sir?
I'll go with this Redemptor into this.
Redemptor into the Photed Bloat Drone. Everything?
Yeah.
Okay. So starting with the Heavy Flamer, D6, auto hits, 6. Oh, it's a good start. It's a good start. This is a Heavy Flamer. So this is Strength 5 versus Toughness 7. So you're looking for 5s. What have you got there?
1.
Okay, and then these you get to reroll the ones as you took the I forgot what it's called. Wisdom of the Ancients. That's the one. I haven't played Space Marines in a while. It's hard. And now this is AP -1. So I'm looking for a 4-up on the bloat drone. I make it on a 6. So he is fine. Now you have his heavy onslaught and his frag launchers on that one, right?
Frag launchers.
Do we do the frags first? 2d6.
That's him.
Okay, and then these are strength 4 with toughness 7, so 5s to wound, rerolling any 1s. Oh no. Now I know it's like to play against the Death Guard and their plague weapons. That is 1. AP is -1 now, it's tactical doctrine, so a 4-up, which I fail, takes a wound off the voted bloat drone. Next we are going on to the heavy onslaught. It's going to be 12 shots. These are looking for 3s. And then these are strength 6 now. This is toughness 7, so again they're looking for 5s to wound, rerolling any 1s thanks to the aura. Okay, another 3. These are AP -1, so we again looking for 4-ups. I failed 2. It's 3 damage in total off that voted bloat drone. Nasty stuff. So the firepower continues on to the next Redemptor. Where's he putting his shots?
Stormbolters here.
Okay.
The rest into utilities.
Nice. Do you want to start with the 8 shots on the Stormbolters? Hitting on 3s.
6s. All 6s.
No 6s. And then these 6 will explode, so leave a miss in. And then these are strength 4 with toughness 5. Yes, of course. So they're looking for 5s to wound. Reroll the 1. Thanks to the stilly bubble. Okay, 3 wounds with the Stormbolter. It's not bad. AP is -1, so I believe it's just the 3-ups on the... No, you're firing at the voted bloat drone. Never mind. Didn't make a difference on the roll. So it's 4-ups. Okay, that is another 2 failed. Takes another 2 wounds off the other bloat drone, taking him down to 4 remaining. Now, everything going into the Terminators will be -1 to hit, thanks to Miasma Pestilence. So, on to the heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon. These are now hitting on 4s, thanks to Miasma Pestilence. And then these are going to be Strength 6 versus T5. So they are looking for 3s to wound, re-rolling any 1s. That's... oh no. So AP -1, looking for 3-ups. I fail 2. How many more guns have you got left? You've got the Onslaught left to fire. Icarus. Okay, I'm gonna let that go through. Now the Underslung. These are hitting on 4s again. Okay, it's a better roll for me. And
that was a 4, but I picked it off.
and then these are strength 5 now. This is toughness 5, so 4s to wound, re-rolling any 1s. So you're getting another 1 wound. AP is -1, so it's just going to be a 3-up. Can I save the Terminator? It's AP minus... Oh, it's 2, sorry. I do apologize. So the first one he saves. Second one he saves. Icarus, D3. Oh, 3 again. Good rolling. Hitting on 4s. 1 hit. And then this is strength 7. So wounding on a 3. It wounds. AP is -1 as it's a heavy weapon. Doesn't get the extra. Looking for a 3-up. I make it. So they are fine. Do you know where you're going next? Or do you want to have a little look?
Just going intercessors.
Intercessors. And where are they firing their rifles? Into the voted bloat drone. Okay, so they did move, right?
Yeah.
But they are within half range, so it is going to be 2 shots each. And these are going to be hitting on 3s. 6s will explode, being Imperial Fists, of course, yes, why not? And then this is strength 4, this toughness 7, so wounding on a 5. How many you got there?
3.
3. AP is -2, as we are in the tactical doctrine, so I'm looking for 5-ups. I am failing 2, so he is down to 2 wounds remaining. Do you know where you want to go next?
Mr. Aggressor.
Mr. Aggressor, everything into that poor lad there. Okay. He is down to 2, yes. So you've got 2, is it 2d6 or just d6, isn't it? D6, sorry, from the frag launcher. So it's, oh god, these are, okay. And then these are hitting on 3s because you didn't advance. Okay, and then these are strength 4. This is T7, so 5s. Nothing there. And then you have the 6 shots from the, I forget the name, Boltsam Gauntlets. Hits on 3. And then these are strength 4. This is toughness 7, so 5s. 1. This is going to be AP -1 now, as it is tactical doctrine. Which I make, so he is fine on 2 wounds. You are on the ball today. The firepower is overwhelming from the fists. Where are they firing next? We're going to do some checking. That's good, because I can breathe and take a drink. So, where are we firing next?
The heavy bolt into this bolt drum.
Okay, and what about the rest of the bolt guns?
They go into this bolt drum.
So we checked the range already. There's 3 of them. They can see in line of sight. Okay, do you want to start with the heavy bolter? Hits on a 4 because you moved. And then this is strength 5, so 5s. It's a wound. AP is -1. So I'm looking for a 4-up. I fail. It's 2 damage, goes down to 1. Due to disgustingly resilient. 1 wound remaining. Now 3 bolter shots. And then these 2 hits. Hits on a 3 bolter. You don't get the minus because it's not a heavy weapon for anyone at home. And then these are strength 4, so 5s. 1 wound. AP -1, tactical doctrine. I make it. He is somehow alive on 1 wound remaining. The firepower continues from the Sons of Dawn, the Fists of Dawn themselves. Lysander screaming orders just to Hail Mary, fire everything. And Lloyd has decided to go on to the aggressors. And where they put in everything? Into the crawlers. Okay. They don't have smoke screen, I don't believe, to be -1 to hit. So, no, they don't. I was checking the other night. They're demonic engines. So there are a few stratagems, but nothing really useful. One of them reduces your number of shots. It's more important for things like the Devastators. Thinking about it, it might be... I might have had to have declared it at the start of your turn, but we'll have a little look. And again, guys, we're learning these armies still on some of the new stratagems. So we'll have a look. But no, you are free to fire, sir. So do you want to do your 3d6 frag launchers? Okay, it's just above average. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Oh my god, my brain. And then these are hitting on 4s as you advanced. So... just out of the range for the rerolls of 1. And then these are strength 4. This is toughness 7, so 5s. Okay. 2. AP is going to be -1 as we're in the assault doctrine. I make 1, fail 1, so I take a wound. I'll take it off the guy at the interesting. I'll take it off the guy at the front on this side. Yes, and now you have the Boltstorm Gauntlets. A lot of shots from the Boltstorm Gauntlets coming in. These are hitting on 4s. 6s will explode. Just being out of range of that reroll is really making a big difference. Now these are going to be strength 4. Again, they're going to be versus toughness 7. So they are also looking for 5s to wound. There's no rerolls this time, so that does help. But they will be AP -1 due to tactical. So 5s. So I'm looking for 5 4-ups. Pretty cocked. That is 1 passed and 4 failed. So another 4 damage taken off the injured Blight Hauler. So the Inceptors have landed and they have been told to fire everything over into the Terminators. It's a lot of shots. They are going to be hitting on 4s as they are -1 to hit with Miasma Pestilence on the Blight Lord Terminators. I was looking at Cloud of Flies, but it is at the start of the turn, and this is kind of match play, so we have decided, we've gone back in the other word, I've decided that for myself, if I forget to do it at the right time, I'm going to say it wasn't done, just because I need to learn, and this is the best way. So 1,000,000 shots, hitting on 4s, rerolling any 1s, and 6s will explode. Oh, good gosh. Great. Let's count them. Hitting on 3s, not 4s. I'm not sure what if I said that last turn. Now, these, with the exploding 6s, just pointing out guys at home, Lloyd has ended up with more shots, hits than he actually fired. So, yes, Space Marines. Now, this is Strength 5. This is Toughness 5, so they're looking for 4s to wound. That's a very good roll. How many 4s have you got there? In fact, that's not a very good roll. God, that's a really bad roll, Lloyd. So 7, the blessed number, as if it was meant to be. -2, thanks to the doctrine. So I'm looking for 4-ups. I am failing just the 1. Now, everything in my gut tells me to re-roll that to keep the Terminator alive. So I'm going to. And I passed them all. Blightlord Terminators are really starting to hit the mark. And I'm starting to think that keeping them on the board from the start is the right way to go. Bit disappointing there for Lloyd, but there's a little bit more firepower to come, and that is the Devastators themselves. Where are they going to be firing their weapons? You forgot about that already, did you? So lost in the moment. Devastators, where are they putting their weapons? I feel like it's going to be the Phytic Blight Haulers, but do you want to have a little think?
I'm going to find the last cannon to Demon Prince.
Last cannon to Demon Prince, you can't, thanks to Lookout, sir. So, nice try there.
If I was shooting the last cannon, it's going to go through where it looks out.
Might be. Well, I didn't write the rules for Games Workshop, so email them. So, where's the last cannon going?
The crawler.
Everything's going into crawlers. Okay. Again, guys, I would have used the stratagem for anyone at home, belching fumes, which would have taken one shot off every weapon. So all the multi-melters had only been firing once, but I did forget. So again, this is match play, and I want to remind myself, Lloyd has said I can do it, but I just don't want to. So, for you all at home, here's some more rules. Now, with the dense cover, you need to be able to draw a line to every part of the model's base. Lloyd can't do that with anyone, so they will be -1 to hit, but the sergeant can pick somebody and give them a ballistic skill of 2. Lloyd always goes with the last cannon. So the last cannon will be hitting on 3s, rerolling everything, thanks to the chapter master ability, and the melters will be hitting on 4s, rerolling everything. So I'm hoping this is going to keep me alive. What are you starting with?
Melters.
Melters? Okay, so these are hitting on 4s, rerolling any misses. Oh no, that's a good start already. Oh no. Okay, and then these are strength 8 versus toughness 7, so you're looking for 3s. Oh dear. 4. Are you spending a reroll? This is wounds. You won't get any rerolls of wounds on this. Do you want to spend it or not? 4. Okay. These 4 is going to be enough. It's AP -4, so it's just my 5 up invulnerables. I make 1 fill 3. 3 have gone through, 1 at a time. So the first one does 4, but it goes down to 3 thanks to Disgustingly Resilient. So 1 is alive on 1 wound. The next one kills him. Yep. And then the last shot is a 6 that goes down to a 5. So already 1 is slain and the next one is taken down by 5 wounds. Now they do explode, but they don't injure any bubonic or Nurgle units around them. Nothing's in range, so there's no point rolling for that. Do you want to do the last cannon now, sir? So it's 1 shot. It hits, yes, because he was 2. And then this is strength 9. So it doesn't wound. Do you want to reroll?
Yeah.
Okay. It still doesn't wound. The Mastercrafted bolt gun, 1 shot. It hits, and it wounds on a 5. It wounds. Oh, watch this kill me now. AP is -1, so 4 up. I make it, so he is fine. The only good thing about, the thing about fighting the Death Guard, and I think this went over Lloyd's head when he's writing the list, is that they're -1 damage across the board. So the Mastercrafted bolt gun is it's just a shiny toy at the moment, Lloyd.
It's just like.
Just looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's my childhood out there. Always wanting a Mastercrafted.
Great. It's currently in this game is shooting Nerf bullets. So after that devastating firepower from the Fists of Dawn, we are going on to the charge phase. Are there going to be any charges? Is Lysander screaming, move forward to any of your troops?
Oh, he's yelling.
He's screaming, and who's going?
The aggressor into a blow.
Yeah, I'm not firing a watch. You go for it. Yeah. You failed. Okay. It's just going to chill. Anyone else?
Just redemption into this one.
No, it's all you. He makes it. Okay. Any more?
Just redemption into that one.
Away you go.
Well,
Ooh. Okay.
I have a change of plan.
Death Guard playing mind games. Okay. What are you thinking?
I'm going to charge you as if I'm in range.
Okay. We're going to measure it out. Is he within 12? Problem is, you can't come within an inch of that bloat drone. I don't think you're going to be able to maneuver around it.
No, he's going to the bloat drone.
Bloat drone, away you go, sir. He makes it in a 6. Okay. Anything else?
It says can charge.
The advanced, I don't think anything this side of the board can charge apart from the Inceptors or the Terminators and Lysander. I guess all you really got left. So Terminators are declaring a charge. Who are they declaring it against? Poxwalkers and the Blightlord Terminators. Okay, let me have a think. Can you measure it out and let me know how far that is? Do I want to fire Overwatch? Okay, so we've measured it out. They need 7 inches to get into both the Blightlord Terminators and the Poxwalkers. Would you fire Overwatch at home, guys? I have a lot CP left, so...
You know I would, even if it was my last one.
You would fire Overwatch if you had a lone guardsman with a plasma pistol. You'd fire it with a las pistol. Okay, I think I will fire Overwatch. So I will be going down 1 CP. So, combi bolters. Looking for 6s, rerolling any 1s thanks to the Demon Prince. A lot of 1s already in there. So we are getting 2 hits. Now these are strength 4. They're just out of range of contagion. So it's going to be versus toughness 4. So they're looking 4s. I get 2. AP is nothing. So just 2 ups. Make them both. And now is going to be the melter. Doesn't hit. The plasma, I'm not going to overcharge. Doesn't hit. And then the flamer is going to be D6 auto hitting. That's going to be 4. And then these are strength 4. This is toughness 4, so 4s. So another 3, no AP. You need to do these one at a time. Oh, that's fine. You pass them all. You should have done them one at a time though, because if the Terminator had gone down with the shield, it would have been a different save on the rest. That's fine. Do you want to roll it out and not get a 7 for me? Thanks for that. Okay, is that going to be it, or are you going to try and make room for Lysander?
Lysander.
Okay, let's move them in. Let's see if we can make some moves. So that's how we end up out of range of heroic intervention. So now it's just Lysander who will be declaring a charge into the Poxwalkers. He will make it on a 6. So we will be right back with the Imperial Fist fight phase. So on to the fight phase. Lloyd is spending a CP on Death to the Traitors, which will allow him to reroll his hit rolls, as I am Heretic Astartes. This is going to be nasty, starting with the Lightning Claws. These are hitting on 3s thanks to Miasma Pestilence. He is a reroll. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Good god. Death of the Traitors lets you reroll all your hits. Okay. And then these are going to be... Strength is 4 of Lightning Claws, right? This is toughness 5. So they're looking for 5s, but they get to reroll everything as they are Lightning Claws. And, I mean, as if they weren't bad enough.
I'm glad they didn't.
How many 5s you got there? 5. So these are AP minus 2. So I am looking for some 4-ups on the Terminators. I fail 3. These are going to be 1 damage each. So it kills off the Terminator with the Flamer. On the hammers, hitting on 4s, rerolling any misses. Okay. And then these are strength 8 versus toughness 5. So they're looking for 3s. Okay, so there's 1. AP on a Thunderhammer is minus 2, I think.
Minus 2.
Yeah, so I am looking for 4-up. I fail. It's going to be flat 3 damage, goes down to 2, so it will just kill off the injured Terminator. So, 3 Terminators remain. Now, I'm going to spend 2 CP to interrupt, but I'm going to do something a little bit strange. I'm going to interrupt with the Poxwalkers. Now, you might think, why would I do that? But there is a stratagem which lets me... If I roll any 1s, I will take a mortal wound. If I roll any 6s, I will cause a mortal wound to you. So, they're going to pile into Lysander, spending myself 3 CP, and we're going to see if we can injure him. So we've managed to get 9 into contact with Lysander. It's going to be 18 attacks. With Putrescent Vitality, they are strength 4 now. So they are hitting on a 4, but the Demon Prince is there to give him a reroll. I have to check if they are core, but let's do the rolls first. Really, we're not looking for any 1s, because that's going to kill me, but we are looking for 6s. So, turns out they aren't core. So after that, I rolled 2 6s, causing 2 mortal wounds to Lysander, but I rolled 5 1s. So I will take 5 mortal wounds at the end of this. Now, we need to do the rest of the hits. So now it's just time for the hits. So these are strength 4 versus toughness 3 now with contagions and Nurgle. So we are looking for 3s. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no AP on these, unfortunately. So it's just going to be his 2-ups, I believe, with the shield. 8 2-ups. He is failing 2. Okay, now we need to check if he can actually ignore mortal wounds. So Lloyd's decided to reroll one of the ones. He only needs, that's fine. So Lysander at the end of it will take 3 mortal wounds and 5 Poxwalkers are dead. And then he goes back onto you, sir. Let's do some removing because I might be able to pull him out of combat. So this is how we ended up. Now it's on to Lysander. He has 5 attacks. These are hitting on 2s. And then these are strength 10, I believe. This is toughness. I am now 5 with Putrescent Vitality, but it doesn't make a difference. Still wounding on 2s. I mean, they're dead. Oh, rolling a 1. Okay. So it will be 4. AP is 1 billion. Damage is 2 each. It's 3, but it goes out to 2. So I've got 4. I need to roll these together as Poxwalkers ignore it on a 6. So if I can roll 2 6s, that keeps them alive. So first one's dead. Second one's dead. Third one's dead. Fourth one's dead. So, 4 Poxwalkers are slain by Lysander, hero of the Imperium. He's going to go on his record, this one is. So, on to the Redemptor that charged. He's going to get 5 attacks. These are hitting on 3s, dropping 1. Then these are wounding on 2s, re-rolling any 1s, thanks to the aura. They all wound. What's the AP? Like 1,000,000?
AP -3.
Okay, so I'm just looking for my 5 up and vulnerables. I make 1. How much damage are these?
D3 +3.
Well, I'm dead. There's no point in me even doing it. I will.
I don't think you are.
I am dead
I've
because
just rolled ones.
yes, but D3 +3 is 2 for each one. I only have 6 wounds left, and then you add only dice rolls. He's dead. So after Lloyd's brain has caught up, he's realised he is dead, and I will be spending a CP to blow him up. Putrid Detonation, I believe it's called, and it will take a mortal wound off both Redemptors. Next Redemptor onto the other Blowtron. Hits, and these are looking for 2 to wound. I mean, he's very dead at this point. Yeah, he's dead. I mean, unless I can roll 4 5-ups. I think this is good night, Mr. Blowtron. Nowhere close, and now on a 4-up. So with eruptions of filth all across the battlefield, actually taking 2 wounds off each Redemptor that round for 1 CP, it's not bad, as up until this point they've been pretty invincible for the fists. That's it for the chargers. It's time to do some hitting back. On to the Terminators, and I'm actually spending 5 CP. I'm using Haze of Corruption, Eternal Hatred, and Vermid Whispers. The short of it is, I will get +1 to my hit, +1 to my wound, and all my damage will spill over from the flail. So let's grab some dice and see if we can finish off the remaining Terminators. Okay, we're starting with the axes from the champion and the other Terminator. These are hitting on 2s now, rerolling any 1s. Okay, they all hit. And then these are strength 6 versus toughness 3. Turns out I didn't even need the extra 1 to my wound roll. Toughness 3, so they're wounding on 2s, re-rolling any 1s as they are a plague weapon. So they all wound. Got to check the AP on these. So these are AP -2, going on to the remaining Terminator with the shield. These need to be 1 at a time. So the first one kills him, and now the rest are going to be looking for 4-ups. You can roll them all out together.
Yep.
It's all the same save. And you're failing 1, 2, 3 more. So another Terminator is slain, leaving 2 left. Now we have the flail. Onto the flail. So this is looking for 2s now, thanks to stratagems. Rerolling any 1s thanks to the demon print just behind. And then these are getting a couple of 6s in there. And then these are strength +1. So they're strength 5, but with the stratagem they're now +1 to my wound. So strength 5 versus toughness 3 would be wounding on a 3, but with the +1 to my wound, it's wounding on a 2. Rerolling any 1s as they are plague weapons. So that's all of them. AP is -2 again. So you're looking for... No, you are looking for 6 4-ups on the Terminators. You can roll them all out together. Yes. You are failing 1, 2, 3. Now the damage carries over on these. So the first one... in total is 6 damage as they carry over, so it will be 2 dead Terminators. And with that, that's why all the stratagems are needed. That just about finishes off the Terminators.
That's a lot of CP.
That's a lot. It is an awful lot of CP, but if I hadn't spent all those, they would have still been in my face. And with that, that ends the fight phase, and that ends the turn for the Imperial Fists. There's no morale, as the Poxwalkers don't take any. So the end of round scoring, we've jotted everything up. It will be 4 points for the Imperial Fists to bring it down. It will be another 4 with Oath of Moment, not falling back, being in the center and killing a vehicle. And again, it's a really, really strong turn for them. That turn alone scoring 18 points. That's about it. There's no morale to be done, so we're going to go straight into the Death Guard command phase, turn 2. So on to Death Guard command phase, turn 2. A lot of work that needs to be done. They got 1 CP, and then I own 1 objective over here, and I own 1 at the back of the board, scoring me 10. I do not own more than my opponent, as Lloyd is currently on 3, so it'll be 10 points for the Death Guard. And I've really got to get some scoring done, so we'll be back after the movement phase. But before my command phase is over, I'm actually going to spend the CP I've gained on the Dead Walk again. I need to roll 7d6, as there is 1 Poxwalker alive, and for every 3+, 1 will come back to life. I think it's worth it. We're going to be bringing back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They all come back to life. So, 7 Poxwalkers will return. So, after the movement phase, this is what happened. The Plague Marines moved at the left side of the board. The Mephitic Blight Haulers have swung up there. The Terminator's moving past there to claim that objective and hopefully deal with the Inceptors. Poxwalkers came back alive, wrapped around Lysander, trying to claw him down. Plague Marines and the Foul Blights were moved up. The Demon Prince flew over, get ready to charge the Redemptor, and then the Foul Blight spawn just moved up around the corner. Everything else stayed still. Now, we're going to go into the psychic phase. We've been having a discussion about psychic ritual. Now, it says that you perform the action, but it doesn't say when the action ends. But the psychic ritual is a psychic ability. So normally, if you perform an action, you can't do anything else that phase. But they normally tell you when they end, like they end the end of your turn or the end of the play round. But looking at it, we can't find anything. So if we are missing something at home, let us know. But we believe that if you are going to perform that psychic test, it will use up your psychic, like your turns. You can't do any psychic actions that turn. But at the end of the psychic phase, as long as it's successful or fails, you are free to then do shooting and charging. That's what we have gone with. Maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong. We can't find anything there, but that's what we feel is fair. So I am going to use the Demon Prince to do it first. And he is going to attempt that psychic action. So he won't get to cast anything else, but it goes off there, center of the board. So he will have performed the psychic ritual. He can now not do anything else. Now on to the Malignant Plague Caster. He can cast 2 psychic powers and he knows the extra one, thanks to the stratagem. So I'm going to start with Miasma of Pestilence, which goes off on a 6. So it does go off on a 6, but if it goes off on a 7 or more, Lysander will take a mortal wound. I can't take the risk, so I'm going to put Miasma of Pestilence onto the Demon Prince. He's going to be -1 to hit. We do have another psychic power though, and we are going to try a smite on Lysander, as he is the closest unit. It goes off, so he will take a mortal wound already, thanks to Pestilence Fallout. And then this is going to be D3 wounds on top, so it's going to be another 3. So that is a dead Lysander. How do you feel? Good, and on that will end my psychic phase. So we'll be right back with the Death Guard shooting phase. So on to the shooting phase. We're going to start with the Foul Blight spawn, who's putting his weapon into the Redemptor Dread. So it's going to be D6 shots. 2. Don't have any CP. Done. So this is going to be 2 auto hitting, strength 7 versus toughness 6 now with the Redemptor, thanks to the contagions of Nurgle. So they both wound. These are AP -3. So you are looking for 2 6-ups on the Redemptor. Fail them both. Now it's 2 damage each, but being Redemptors is duty eternal. It's just 1. On to the Blight Lord Terminators. The Melter is going over into Redemptor. The Flamer that is left will be going into the Inceptors. And we're also going to put the bolt guns into them. So we're going to fire the bolters. These are hitting on 4s. Rerolling any 1s thanks to the Demon Prince. Okay, so that's 2. And then these are strength 4. This is toughness 5. So 5s. Nothing there. And now the D6 from the Flamer. That's going to be 5. And then these are auto hitting. Strength 4. This is toughness 5. So they are looking for 5s. We get 1. AP is nothing. So 1 3-up. Hey, fills it in a 1. And now we have the Melter going into the Redemptor. It's gonna miss. I don't have any CP to reroll. Oh, I was hoping for more with that. So it's up to the Plague Marines, firing everything into the Inceptors, apart from the Plasma Gun, which will go into the Redemptor. So start with the Plasma Gun. I will be getting 2 shots for it, and I will be overcharging. So it is 1 hit, 1 miss. Now this is strength 8. This is now toughness 6, so 3s. Nothing. Okay, and now we have... oh, this is annoying. Now we have all the bolt gun shots going over into the Inceptors. Bolt gun shots, hitting on 3s, re-rolling any 1s, not a 1 in there. And then these are strength 4 versus toughness 4 now. So looking for 4s. That is 1, 2. AP is nothing, sir. Can you give me 2 3-ups? You make 1, fail 1, taking 1 down to 1 wound remaining. Just the Blight Launcher remaining. 2 shots, 1 hit. Strength 6 versus now toughness 3. Wounding on a 2. Wounds, AP -2, 5 up. Fail, makes it. Done. I don't know why I saw that.
Wishful thinking.
I was really wishful thinking. On to the Plague Marines down the corner. They will be putting all their bolt guns into the Intercessors, and the Plasma Gun. It's going to, tell you what, it's also going to be the Intercessors. So start with the Plasma Gun. Of course I'm overcharging it. So there's 2 hits, and then this wounds on a 2 now. It's 2 wounds. AP is -3, so 2 6-ups. Ain't gonna fail one, so one is killed as it fired 2 damage. Bolt guns, looking for 3s. And then these are looking for 4s to wound. That is a 1, 2, 3, 4. No AP. 4 3-ups. Failing 3. Killing 1 intercessor and taking 1 down to 1 wound remaining. Firepower continues from the Death Guard. We've got the Plague Burst Crawlers. And then we've got the Mephitic Blight Haulers over there. We're going to start with this Plague Burst Crawler. It's going to be putting his heavy slug. I know it's just out of range. Okay, it's just the mortars then. So we're going to put the first mortar over into the Devastators over here. So it's going to be D6. That's going to be 4. Now these are hitting on 3s. Missing 2. These are strength 8. So they're wounding on 2s. We're rolling any 1s as it's a plague weapon. So it's 2 wounds. These are AP -2. Okay, so you're failing them both. These are flat 2 damage, so that kills 2 Devastators off. That's it there, and we're going to go on to the next mortar. It's going to do exactly the same thing. So, mortar going into the Devastators. 1. Don't have any CP. That is really annoying. It hits. Get to reroll as it's a plague weapon. It wounds. AP -2. So looking for 5 up. I was hoping to wipe the squad. Oh, and you make it. Oh, Space Marines showing their durability and just refusing to die in this game. Now all we have left is the Mephitic Blight Haulers. Okay. We are going to put all the multi-melter shots into the Inceptors. And then the 2 missiles are going to go into the Devastators. And then the little spurt gun is going to go into the Inceptors as well. So let's start with the multi-melters. These are multi-melters are hitting on 3s. Okay, dropping 1. And then these are wounding on now 2s. Thanks to Contagions and Nurgle. All of them wound. AP is -4, so you do not get a save. These are D6 damage each. So the first one will kill off the injured guy with 1 damage. And then the next 2 will kill off the other 2, as it is D6 +2. And they have 3 wounds each. So that wasn't too bad. It does waste the spurters on the front. And now it is just the 2 missiles. We'll be firing the... I'm going to fire the frag version. So it's 2d6. So it's going to be 11 shots. These are hitting on 3s. I'm dropping 3 there, so it's a little bit annoying. Oh, dropping 4 is another one. I do apologise. And then these are strength 4. Let's move it over here because of the light. Strength 4 versus toughness 4. So looking for 4s. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No AP on this. So you are failing 2. It does kill another Devastator. And with that, that ends the shooting phase for Death Guard. So it's just going to be straight on to the charges. It will be the Foul Blightspawn declaring the Redemptor Dread. Do you want to Overwatch?
Yeah.
You do. So the Redemptor Dread firing Overwatch into the Foul Blightspawn. So we're starting with a heavy onslaught. Looking for 6s. Getting one there. And then this is our strength 6 with toughness 5. So looking for 3. It wounds. AP is -1 as it is tactical. I save it. And now you've got the underslung. Hitting on 6s again. Nothing. And then we have the Icarus Rocket Pod D3. 2. Hitting on 6s. Nothing. We got the 8 Stormbolters. Again, hitting on 6s. God, Overwatch is it's quite time consuming. Oh, okay, so you got a hit. And then this is 2 hits because it explodes, of course. Yeah. And then these are wounding on A5. No wound. Wow, Overwatch, eh? Right, now I'm going to declare the charge. See if I can get it in. Roll it out. I make it on a 5. Then I will immediately declare the Demon Prince, who will make it on a 7. Then, no, just into the front. And then I will declare the Mephitic Blight Haulers will go into the Devastators over there. I'm going to roll it out and then we'll measure it, just check. Might make it on a 7. Making it there. Now it is just the Plague Marines who measured it out into the Intercessors. They need a 7. As if it was meant to be. If that's a 6. Is that important? I think it is. So I am going to CP. I don't have any CP. Damn. That was an expensive turn with the Terminators really coming back to bite me. I think that's about it. I've made some good charges across the board, so we're just going to go on to the fight phase now. And the Foul Blightspawn will be shutting down the Redemptor Dread. So he cannot fight until everything else is fought, which means that I can start over this side of the board and not have to worry about Lloyd interrupting. So let's grab some dice, and we're going to start with the Mephitic Blight Hoarders, putting everything into the 2 remaining Devastators. So onto the Mephitic Blight Hoarders. It's going to be 8 attacks. These are hitting on 3s. Dropping 2 already. That's a little bit tricky. I was hoping for more. Now these are strength 6 versus now toughness 3. So 2s, rerolling any 1s as it is a plague weapon. That is 6 there. AP is -2. So you're looking for 5 ups. Now you're failing, and they are 2 damage apiece. No, they're not. They're 1 damage apiece. Do apologise. So it kills off 1 and takes 1 down to 1 wound remaining. On to the Demon Prince, who's putting everything into the Redemptor. So it's going to be hitting on 2s, re-rolling any 1s thanks to Warp Insect Hive. Oh, really? Drop 1 into a 1. And then this is strength 8 versus T6 now. So looking for 3s, re-rolling anything that misses. 2. So that's all of them. These are AP -3, I believe. So 5 6-ups needed from the Redemptor. Oh, I hate you so much. I hate you so much. And the worst thing is, with Duty Eternal, it takes the 3s down to 2. So all that does 6 damage. He's alive on 3. Okay, he's got his Malefic Talon, which hits. Doesn't wound, but I get to reroll. It wounds. AP -1. So he fails. It's 2 damage, goes down to 1. That's Duty Eternal again. He is alive on 2 wounds remaining. This is ridiculous. Now, it's just a Foul Blightspawn to destroy it. Or my Demon Prince could be in a lot of trouble. Foul Blightspawn needs to be the hero of the Death Guard. I can't see this happening. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, re-rolling any 1s thanks to Demon Prince. Oh, and then these are strength 4, wounding on 5s, nothing. Well, this could be trouble. As now it is time for the Imperial Fist to hit back. So, on to the very injured Redemptor Dread. Now, with my Asthma Pestilence, I'm -1 to hit. So, you'll be hitting on 6s. He's very bracketed. Watch him. Oh, I saw a 6. Okay, and then this is strength 14, right? Something ridiculous. With toughness 7, so wounds on a 2. It wounds. AP is
-3.
5 up and vulnerable demon save. Oh! It's happening. It's the first time you survived a hit back. So,
What's the...
unkillable. No, he is very killable. He's died many times. Now it is just the lone sergeant to hit back. He's going to punch the Mephitic Blight Hauler in the face. Hitting on 3s. 3 attacks. Hitting on 3. Was he get 4 attacks?
Chainsword.
Okay, yeah, sorry, 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Okay, a couple of hits. And then these are strength 4. So wounding on... wounding on 5s. No. Nothing. Great. Well, that was a pretty anticlimactic fight phase. And with that, that ends the turn. There is no morale to... Oh, there is morale on the sergeant to be taken. So would you like to roll a dice? Devastator Sergeant is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He is going to run away. So that does clear that part of the board. And with that, it's just scoring for the Death Guard. I am in... Still only 3 table quarters, which is really annoying with the bloat drones dying. So that will score me 2. I have performed the Psychic Ritual once, but it needs to go off another 2 times to score anything. And then the mission secondary is controlling the objective in the center. At the end of the round, I will score the point equal to the round. So it is round 2. I will score 2 points. So for that entire turn, the Death Guard scoring 14. Not as much as Imperial Fist as we go into turn 3. So we are on to the Fists of Dawn command phase, turn 3. The game is really, really tight. Looking at the scores currently, the Fists of Dawn are holding this objective at the back here, and this one over in the corner. So it is going to net them another 10 points. Again, keeping the scoreboard very close. Now the Chapter Master, Warlord, will need to pick someone to put his rerolls on. Lloyd's done a little bit of measuring, and he decided to pop it on himself. It does state that he can put it on characters or core, so he's going to put it on himself. And then he also needs to roll a d6, and on a 4-up, thanks to Master of the Codex, there we go, he will get another command point. So they are just full of command points at the moment.
I want to add that on.
He's not going to add that on because
Wisdom of the Ancients.
Wisdom of the Ancients, and he was also putting Power of the Machine Spirit, because I know you've forgotten. You see his face off camera, it's like, I know it's something. So Power of the Machine Spirit's putting that Dreadnought up to full wounds for when he comes to firing, etc. So he isn't incurring the penalties. And then Wisdom of the Ancients. Was it, sorry, hits or wounds again?
Wounds.
Wounds. Okay, so he will give off a bubble to the other Dreadnought behind him, as they are core, and they'll get to reroll their wounds of 1. That's about it. So, we will be right back with the Fists of Dawn push in their movement phase, turn 3. After the movement phase for the Fists of Dawn, the Redemptor has stayed in combat, and then his brother has moved up around the side just to provide some support. The Intercessors have started moving up the board, along with the Tactical Marines, staying within 3 of that objective, but bringing the Heavy Bolter around the corner, giving it line of sight down the board. The remaining aggressor has moved up. Captain has got ready for a charge against the Mephitic Blight Haulers. Down this side, the aggressors just moved up, staring down the Plague Marines. And then the Intercessors threw an advance and got themselves up into the terrain feature. So they will get a saving throw bonus. I forgot what it's called.
Don't mean to be that.
An armor save. Go on.
You said the names the other way around.
I said the names the other way around. Okay, well, the Intercessors are in the bush and the aggressors are up the board. That's about it. It's all this Imperial propaganda. It's melting my brain. Nothing else to happen in movement phase. There is no psychic phase, so we will be right back with the shooting phase, turn 3. Oh, and just to point out, Lloyd is staying in the tactical doctrine. I'm not sure if we said that in the command phase. On to the shooting phase. Where are we starting, sir?
The aggressors into your Plague Marines.
Okay, so the aggressors firing everything over into the Plague Marines. Starting with
Launchers.
frag launchers.
So, 3.
It's not a bad start. Got 10 there.
5.
And then these are going to be hitting on 3s because they didn't advance. 10 shots hitting on 3s. And 6s will explode. Oh no, they won't, sorry. They're frag weapon. My apologies. And then these are strength 4 versus toughness 5, so you're looking for 5s. Getting 4. There's AP -1 as we are on the tactical doctrine. So 4 4-ups needed, making them all. So a good start from the Plague Marines. Now we have the Boltstorm Gauntlets. 6s will explode this time, thanks to being Imperial Fists. And again, these are going to be strength 4. This is toughness 5. And they will be getting the extra AP due to the tactical doctrine. So they're going to be hitting on 3s. Looking for 5s to wound. It's not a bad roll. How many have you got there?
4,
5. Okay, so again, they're going to be getting AP -1 thanks to the tactical doctrine. So it's just 4-ups. I am making 2, failing 3. These are 1 damage each. So it will kill the Plague Marine at the back, and it will take this guy down to 1 wound remaining. Plague Marine's holding in there, but now Lloyd is spending 2 CP on steady advance, meaning that the Intercessors in the terrain feature will count as remaining still. So they will get their rapid fire, meaning they will get 6 shots. Seems like a lot of CP of 6 shots, but they're AP -1 plus another AP thanks to Tactical Doctrine, so they're going to be AP -2. 6 shots, hitting on 3s. 6s will explode again, being fists. And then these are strength 4, so looking for 5s.
3.
3, okay, and now these are AP -2, so I need 3 5-ups. I am making 1, failing 2, so it kills off the Plague Marine and takes another one down to just 1 wound remaining. Okay, Lloyd is going to use Rapid Fire. Now, it is at the end of the turn normally, but he's going to use it on these Intercessors to fire over to the Plague Marines. He wants them dead, and there's nothing else that can really hit them. So we're just going to do it now, so it's 2 more CP, and then it's 6 shots again, hitting on 3s, and then it is wounding on 5s. Okay, so another 2, and now looking for another 2 5-ups. I failed them both. So it takes another Plague Marine out and takes another one down to 1 wound remaining. So the Plague Marine's hanging in there, showing why they are very resilient. Now it's on to the Captain, who is firing his pistol into the face of the injured Mephitic Blight Hauler. Is that right? Was that your target?
Yeah.
Okay. When it comes to these models, you should know by now, I'm constantly going to get this one and this one mixed up with names. So it's 3 shots. It's a bit of a strange gun the Captain has. Hitting on 2s. Okay, and then these are strength, what's it, strength 4?
Strength 4.
Okay, so it's wounding on a 5. 1 wound, and then it's AP -1, but it's a pistol, so it's just going to be AP -1. So 4 up. I fail it on a 3, so it takes another wound off. It's a really weird gun. He's got a mix between a bolter, a bolt rifle, and a pistol. Firepower continues. We're going on to the remaining aggressor, putting everything into the Mephitic Blight Haulers. Starting with the frag. It's one shot. It's on a 3, doesn't hit. And then it is the bolts and gauntlets. 6 is going to explode. And then it is strength 4, so it's looking for 5s. Another 2. And now these are different to the captains, so they're going to be 8, but they're also now AP -1. Gains workshop. I make one, fail one, taking the Blight Hauler down to 2 wounds remaining. He's hanging in there. Do you know where you want to go next? Or do you have a little look?
Heavy bolt down the bolt gun.
Okay, into the... Okay, he really wants that Mephitic Blight Hauler dead. So the heavy bolter over there and the bolt gun. The heavy bolter did move, so it is going to be hitting on 4s. 3 shots. 2 hits, and then strength 5, so wounding on 5 still. 1 wound. It's still only going to be AP -1. I make it, and then it's 1 shot from the bolter, hit, and and explode, and then 1 wound, which I fail. Takes me down to 1 wound remaining. Okay, let's mark this wound up, and Lloyd's going to. I can see the bloodlust in his eyes. He's just okay. We're just doing it. Every interceptor shot is going into them. We need to check if they are within rapid fire range. So yes, funny enough, Lloyd is going with all the intercessors, and they're putting their remaining shots down into the Blight Hauler, and they do have rapid fire. So it's 10 shots hitting on 3s.
Nice.
8 shots. I do apologise. One of them has a Parson pistol, and then these are strength 4, so wounding on 5s.
Well, let's explode.
Of course they do. Yes. How many have you got there?
4, is it?
4. Okay. 5. Okay. These are
Wounding on 4, isn't it?
wounding on 5s. So you got 3. So these are AP -2. 5 ups. I pass 2, fail 1. I don't have any CP. He's dead. Does he explode? Please explode on a 4 up. He doesn't, so the Mephitic Blight Hauler is taken down. There is 1 still remaining. Unfortunately, not blowing up in the face of the captain. I was hoping for an eruption of filth there. Now we have the Redemptor on the left, and he's firing where?
He'll fire into you.
Okay, well, he has to fire into there. What about that?
He'll fire into there.
Okay, so everything into the Terminators.
Yes.
Oh, God. Okay, which one do we start with? Do we start with the Heavy Flamer? 'Cause it's D6.
Yep.
D6. 2 auto hits, strength 5 versus toughness 5, so not wounding on that. Oh, he gets to reroll wounds of 1, right?
Yes.
Strength 5 versus toughness 5, so he's wounded on 4, 1 wound. AP is -1 as it's a heavy, so I'm looking for 3 ups, which I make. And now he has the frag launchers, so 2d6, 7. And then these are, he isn't bracketed yet, so they're hitting on 3s. God, there's so much firepower on this thing. And then these are strength 4, so wounding on 5s.
Rerolling 1s.
We're in the 1. So getting 2 wounds. AP's -1 thanks to tactical. Why have I got a green dice? You know, I'll stay in there, green dice. There goes dice. See, that I only ever roll green. I get a 6 and a 1, so he does take a wound. We will put it on the... We'll put on the guy with the flamer. And then we have a lot of shots from the heavy onslaught. Okay. These are going to be hitting on 3s. And then these are strength 6, so they're wounding on 5s. How many have you got? Oh, rerolling any 1s?
5.
That's weird. I had 5 dice in my hand. So these are AP -1, so looking for 3 ups. I am failing 1, so the guy with the flamer goes down to 1 wound remaining. That's it for their guns. So, onto the Redemptor Dread that is in close combat now. He's AP -1 firing with the heavy weapons, so the Stormbolters would be fine. But the Demon Prince has my Pestilence, so basically everything has -1 to hit, as you cannot go more than +1 or -1 in 9th edition. But wait, it gets more confusing. Now Lloyd is only on 1 wound because he still hasn't changed that dice, but he spent a lot of CP on Power of the Machine Spirit, so technically he's in the top bracket. So he would be hitting on 3s. He's now hitting on 4s with everything. But wait, there's more. The Icarus cannot be declared into combat because it's a blast weapon. But Lloyd may as well declare it somewhere else, because if he somehow manages to kill the Demon Prince, and he'd need to kill a Foul Blight's one as well. So Icarus is kind of wasted, as Lloyd is declaring absolutely everything, I believe, into the Demon Prince.
Yes.
Okay. So if you at home, he's basically hitting on 4s. So after all that, that's the way of looking at it. So what do you want to start with?
8 shots from Stormbolter.
Stormbolter.
It is 8, isn't it? Right.
It is 8. Yeah. Oh, the 6s. The 6s. Why? Okay. And then these are wounding on a 5. And then re-rolling any 1s thanks to the bubble. Okay. How many have you got there? 4. AP is -1 thanks to the tactical. So I think the Demon Prince only gets a 3 up, right? Might even get a 4 up. Let's roll it out and I'll check. So there is 4, 5, a 3, and a 1. Let me check out what his save is. So it was a 3 up. I'm failing 2. Now I have Revolt and Resilient. On a 5 and 6, I ignore. So I don't. So he takes 2 damage from Stormbolters. It's not a good start for Demon Prince. Now we have... Sorry, I remember he's probably going to die. Hitting on 4s. Okay, and then these are strength 5. So wounding on 5s. Rerolling any 1s.
No 1s.
Okay, so...
3 2s.
Oh, so 1 wound though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so AP is -1. So 4 up. I fail. Ignore it. I ignore it. Okay, and now we have the heavy onslaught left. Can this do some more damage? Hitting on 4s again. Okay, no rerolls there. And then it's wounding on a 5, rerolling any 1s. Okay, how many have we got? 4. Okay, here we go. So looking for AP is -1, so I'm looking for 4 out. So I am passing 3. Can I ignore with Revolt and Resilient? No, I can't. So after all that, the Demon Prince takes 3 wounds. So after my surprise, finding out Demon Prince only has 6 wounds, both me and Lloyd agree, and that feels a bit strange. The Primaris Captain has the same amount of wounds. Yeah, one's a chosen warrior of the gods. The other one's a juiced up marine made in a tank. But hey, they're both the same. Anyway, that will end the shooting phase. So we will be right back with a charge phase. On to the charge phase. Where are we starting?
Aggressors and 2 plague groups.
Okay, I won't be firing Overwatch. Roll it out and we'll check it. I think you need about 7. You're going to get in on a 9. Okay, so move those in.
Captain.
I don't have any CP. He's in.
I think he's in.
Okay, yeah, just about. The other aggressor.
Yep.
Okay. He's going to fail on a 5.
I'm gonna CP.
You have 2 CP left. Okay. And he is going to fail on a 5. And then the Redemptor into the Demon Prince. He is going to get there. Is that it for your charges?
Yes.
Okay, we will be right back with, oh god, a very bad fight phase for the Death Guard. On to the fight phase. The only one thing we have to do is the Foul Blightspawn will be shutting down the very injured Redemptor from fighting until everything else has. That's about it. I have no CP to interrupt, so Lloyd does not have to worry. He just has to cut through the traitors. And this is, I'm not going to lie, guys at home, this is looking very bad for the Death Guard. Just starting the fight phase, and Lloyd is spending his last CP and death to the traitors, putting it on the pumped up Redemptor. I guess we will always hit rolls. Oh god. Well, goodbye Demon Prince, it's been good knowing you. Also, we did find out with some little bit of checking last night, is that the Psychic Ritual needs to be done by the same model 3 times in a row. So, oh well, I'm going to have to start that for the next 3 turns with the Malignant Playcaster. But hey, there we go. I shot myself in the foot on that one. Where do you want to start with the fighting?
The Redemptor.
Okay, here's like a billion attacks.
That's 5, right?
5 attacks. These are hitting on 3s. No, they're hitting on 4s because Miasma Pestilence.
Yeah. They do get shock assault, don't they?
They do get shock assault.
Sweet.
And then strength is
14.
Oh god, yeah. So wounding on 2s. Yeah, well, my 5 up invulnerables. Here we go. Come on, Nurgle. I actually make 2 of them. I fail 1.
Could be enough.
Yes, I know. What's the damage? D3 plus.
3.
Roll the D3 first for me.
Well, he's dead either way.
No, he's not. I have Revolt and Resilient. Roll it. Okay, so I have to ignore 5 damage. So I need to ignore 3 of these to live.
4 plus
5s and 6s. Here we go. Oh my god, he's alive on 1 wound. I get 2 3s, a 6, a 5, and a 6. So you did 5 damage. You did D3, which is 2. Yes, D3. So that's 2. Plus 3 is 5. There is 5, and I have ignored 3 of them.
Oh, man.
So unbelievably, the Demon Prince hanging in there, showing how resilient they are. After we just badmouthed them for only having 6 wounds. They don't need 7, Lloyd. That's what they said. They said, you know what? 6 is fine. It's plenty for me. Where are we going next? You have the captain or you have the aggressors?
The captain.
Okay. How many attacks do you get?
5.
Okay.
Plus
With
1
with shock sword. Okay. And these are hitting on 2s, I assume?
Yeah.
Is he using his gauntlet or is he using his sword? Because if he's using his gauntlet, it's -1 to hit, I believe.
And then he gets to reroll.
He gets to reroll everything, so he's going to go gauntlet.
Yes.
So hitting on 3s, rerolling any misses. Which you are. You are so lucky there's a reroll. Okay. Okay. That seems about fair. And then this is strength 8. This is toughness 7. So it's wounding. It's just power fist, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Strength 8 versus toughness 7. So wounding on a 3. Okay. AP, if it's a power fist, is -3. So it's just going to be my 5 up vulnerables. I make 2. Fail 2. What's the damage?
Flat 2.
So it's flat 1, as I am Death Guard. So, only 2 wounds taken off the Mephitic Blight Hauler. Not bad there. Now you just have the aggressors to go serve. Would you like to grab 1,000 dice? Quick amendment on the Demon Prince. We've got about disgustingly resilient. Me and Lloyd have had a chat and he's happy to add a wound on. Don't say that on camera now. Again, so Demon Prince is on 2 wounds. On to the aggressors, hitting on 4s. And then these are strength times 2. So it's strength 8. This is toughness 5. So they're looking for 3s.
6.
Good golly gosh.
Okay.
6. AP is like -3 though, right?
-3.
Okay, so 6 ups. I'm dead. On to the hit back from the Death Guard. Now we're going to start with the Fell Blight Spawn because I want to try and remove that Redemptor to free up the Demon Prince. So it's only 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, rerolling any 1s. They all hit. Strength 4, so they're wounding on 5s. Only a wound. That's all I need. It's no AP, so it's just a 3 up. If you roll a 2 or a 1, he's dead.
He's good.
Darn, I really needed that. Okay, right.
You're going to hit this one.
Yes, but I really need that Redemptor dead. So, oh god, that has made things awkward. Okay, I'm going to place Talon into this thing on the right. And I'm going to put... So, the thing is, guys, I really want the Demon Prince to survive. So rather than trying to get greedy and kill them both, I'd rather the Demon Prince be able to get away. So I'm just going to put the Talon and 2 attacks at the Dreadnought on the right, and then the remaining attacks at the guy on the left. So, starting with the Talon. Hitting on a 2. Hits. Strength is 7. This is now toughness 6. Wounds on a 3. Wounds. AP is, I forget. Roll it out and we will check. AP was -1, so he's making it. Now, it is the 3 attacks from the Hell-Forged Sword. Hitting on 2s. All hit. Strength is 8. Wounding on a 3. Rerolling anything thanks to Warp Insect Hive. All of them wound. AP is -3, I believe. Roll them out. Well, he's dead. Does he explode? You really want this to be a 6, please? Oh my god. Why? This could be bad news for the Demon Prince. Now, before he possibly dies, the other 3 going into the Redemptor on the left. They are all hitting. These are wounding on a 3, rerolling anything else thanks to Warp Insect Hive. They're all wounding. These are AP -3. Looking for 3 6-ups. Failing them all. Their flat 3 damage goes down to flat 2 thanks to Duty Eternal. So he takes 6 wounds there. Now, it's time to blow up. Is it D3 mortal wounds for everything, or is it 1 wound? It's very important we check that.
D3.
It's D3. Okay, do you want to start with the Fire Blight Spawn?
Yes.
Oh my god, 3. Goes down to 2 thanks to Disgustingly Resilient. Demon Prince. 1. Stays on 1. He's on 1 wound remaining.
You're
and now,
6.
your remaining Redemptor. Nice try.
2.
2. Okay. Goes down to 1, thanks to DT Eternal. On to the Mephitic Blight Hauler. It's going to get 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. They all hit. And then these are Strength users. So Strength 6, this is now Toughness 4. So 3s. All of them are wounding. These are AP -2.
5 ups.
I don't think, no, he's a captain. He only needs 4 ups.
Whoops.
So he fell 1 and it takes 1 damage. That's all I've got to hit back with, unfortunately. And with that, that ends the fight phase. We will be right back. I'm checking for morale. There isn't any morale either. So we will be right back with the Death Guard command phase, turn 3. On to the Death Guard command phase, turn 3. It is very, very tight on the score. So for scoring first, the Death Guard currently own this objective here and this objective at the back of the board. The fists are on 1 over there, 2 here, and 1 there. So I will not get the 15. So it's just going to be 10 again. Both armies stalemating each other through this entire game. And then 4 engage, that is at the end of my turn. For the mission secondary, I own it. It is turn 3, so I will score another 3 points for that. And the Psychic Ritual, again, is 3 times it needs to go off. Luckily, the Demon Prince survived. He now just needs to hide for the remaining game. So we'll be right back after the Death Guard's movement phase, turn 3. Here we are after the movement phase. Now, all the talking that's been going off camera. It's a really close game. We both realize this. So after a lot of jinking and moving around, this is what I've decided. Demon Prince is staying in combat. He needs to do Psychic Ritual. If he falls back, he can't do that. But this is going to come back and bite me in the rear because then he needs to survive. I'm hoping, this is what I'm hoping for guys at home. If our Blightspawn charges in, shuts down that Redemptor. It doesn't really make a difference at that point because I'm charging. Plague Marines go in with the Biologists, finish off the Redemptor. They then provide Lookout Sir so the Demon Prince cannot get shot at from the rest. He survives. Malignant Plaguecaster chucks a Smite, which can maybe do all this beforehand, which will free up the Plague Marines. Hopefully that works. Poxwalker's advance at the middle, because I just need bodies on that. I did want to start going over here, but I need bodies there. Now maybe the Mephitic Blight Hauler can kill that captain. If not, the Terminators might be able to get a long bomb charge. In this corner, both of the Plague Bursts, well, one of them swung up around the corner just to be able to bring the Heavy Slugger in down the board there. Lloyd's taking a seat. So,
this is stressful.
Try being me. So, this is a really important turn for scoring. I've got a lot to do, but anyway, let's get on with it, and we're going to go straight into the Psychic phase. Going to start with the Psychic Ritual on the Demon Prince. It goes off. Okay, so he's now done that 2 times. Now, I'm going to go straight on to the, I always forget his name, Malignant Plaguecaster. He's going to try a Smite. The closest unit will be the Redemptor. Goes off on a 6. The Redemptor will already take a mortal wound, thanks to the fallout of the, I forget the name, it's like Pestilent Fallout. So he's down to 3 wounds. D3. I can't kill him because he is Duty Eternal, but I can take him down to 1 wound remaining. Now, my Malignant Plaguecaster can cast 1 other spell. The extra one he knew as well with the stratagem was Miasma Pestilent. He's going to try that. Goes off above a 7, which means that another mortal wound will be taken on the Redemptor, which does kill him. I will be putting Miasma Pestilence on the Demon Prince. Now, here's the issue. Roll a d6. Oh, I don't know if you blow up from mortal wounds.
Yeah.
We'll roll a dice and then we'll check. Not on a 1, you don't. So, at the end of the Psychic phase, that might have just made things worse for me because now the Plague Marines kind of stuck where they are. And they're not giving Lookout Sir to the Demon Prince anymore, who's on 1 wound. Right. Well, let's see if I can pull a miracle out here. I need to do some serious killing. So we'll be right back with the Death Guard shooting phase, turn 3. On to the shooting phase. Now, I really need those Intercessors dead. So this is what I'm thinking. My 1 CP I'm spending on Overwhelming Generosity, and I'm going to increase the range of the Far Blightspawn's gun so that it is far enough to shoot the Intercessors. Now, it's D6 amount of a shot. It's 4. I'll have to stick with that. These are auto-hitting, and then these are Strength 7. This is Toughness 4, because there's nothing in range for me to bring it down. So looking for 3s, and I'm re-rolling any 1s because it's Plague Weapon. There's 2 2s in there. You need to make a save. Now, Lloyd does have units in cover, so the AP on this gun is normally -3. So he's going to put it on the guy at the back first. So he needs 1 5 up, and then if that dies, he needs 1 6 up. So yeah, he takes it, another 5 up. He dies. So 1 Intercessor is killed. That could have gone better. Everything being fired down into the intercessors and the plague marines. Starting with the blight launcher. 2 shots. These are hitting on 3s. We're rolling any 1s thanks to the demon prince. So there's 1 hit. Strength 6, so looking for a 3. It wounds. AP is -2, so Lloyd needs 5 up. He makes it. Now it is the bolt gun shots. There's going to be 6 shots from the bolt guns. These are again hitting on 3s, re-rolling any 1s. So bolt guns. That is completely yeah. So that is 1 miss there with a 1. I get to re-roll for Demon Prince. So that is 4 hits. Now these are strength 4. This is toughness 4. So looking for 4s. That is 1, 2, 3. No AP. So you need to give me 3 ups, which you are making 2, failing 1. Okay.
1 damage.
So 1 damage. That could have gone better there. That's about it for this side of the board. So now we're going to go around to the... tell you what, let's go on to the Blight Haulers. The one on the right is going to put its heavy slugger down here, and then it's going to put its big plague burst into those marines there. So starting with the plague burst mortar, D6, 1. Oh, it's in a 3. Doesn't hit. Well, that was absolutely terrible. Now it is going to be
amazing. That's the best shooting you've ever made.
4 shots from the heavy slugger, hitting on 3s. 2 hits, wounding on strength 5, toughness 5, 4s. 2 wounds, AP -1 on the aggressors. So you're looking for 2 4-ups.
I don't know why I've changed these dice.
You make 1, fail 1, so that's 1 damage taken off one of the aggressors. Now we're going to go to the second one, who's going to do the same thing. The heavy slugger. So while I've got the dice down into the aggressors, and then the cannon over into the intercessors. So heavy slugger. That is dropping 1. And then these are wounding on a 4. 1 wound. You just need to give me another 4-up. Which failed, so it takes aggressor down to 1 wound. And then D6 shots from the cannon. 6. This is what we needed. These are hitting on 3s. All of them. And then these are strength 8. Wounding on 2s, re-rolling any 1s. All of them. These are AP -2. So you need 5 ups. You make 2, you fail 4. Okay, so these are flat 2 damage each. So they're all dead.
These.
Yes. And with that, luckily,
Was that a sigh of relief?
that was a huge sight. That gives me some type of option with my Demon Prince. Still not enough, but loosens a few things up. Now it is on to the Terminators, who now need to deal with the heavy bolter and everything over there. So, I don't know. We are going to put the... Let's do some measuring. We need to have a little think. So, onto the Mephitic Blight Hauler. Let's start here. He's going to put everything into the captain in front. So, 2 multi-melter shots. They are Death Guard, so they don't suffer the -1 to hit with heavies. 1 hit. Strength is 8. This is now toughness 4. So, wounding into 2. It wounds. AP is -4, so you need your invulnerable. I believe it's a 4-up on the captain.
Yes.
Which he makes. Okay, the crack missile hits. Wounds. AP on this is, oh my god, I can't remember. AP -2. So again, you're looking for not that. This is D6 damage.
Oh.
It's 6.
He's dead.
He is dead. Okay, that was good. I have wasted his other gun, but at least we've taken out the captain. Right, now the Terminators. Onto the Terminators. Now what we're thinking is, I actually want to leave that aggressor alone so that I can use him as a charged target. So we are going to fire the Melter down over here. It will suffer a -1. And we're going to fire the Storm Bolters over there. We're also going to put the Flamer down here as well. So let's just start with the Flamer. D6. 1, auto hits, strength 4. Doesn't wound. And then Melter hits on a 4. Hits. Wounds on a 2. Doesn't wound. And then the Storm Bolters over into the Tactical Marines. Hits on a 4 now. 2 hits. And then wounds on a 4. No wounds. Okay, that's fine. That's it for my army, I think. There is a bolt pistol on the Plaguecaster, but it's not close enough. So, with that, we will be back with the Death Guard charge phase. Turn 3. So, we've done some measuring. It's a very important charge phase. The Mephitic Blight Order will need 6 to get into the aggressor, and the Terminators would need a 9. Let's start with the Terminators. 9. They get it an 11. Start with a Blight Hauler then, which is a 6. Fails it on a 5. Now, I thought that was going to go the other way around, but to be honest with you, that was probably the best option. That's it for my charges. So, I'm going to pile them in, and we'll be right back with the fight phase. So, Terminators. Starting with the axes. Hitting on 3s. That's not a good start. And then these are strength plus 2, so they're strength 6 versus toughness 4 because he's in Gravis. So, looking for 3s. Rerolling any 1s as a replay weapon. Okay, so that is 3. AP on the Bubonic Axe is a -2, so you are looking for 5 ups. He's failing 1. The axe only does 1 damage, so he is down to 2 wounds. Now, I really need him dead, so 6 attacks from the flail. This has to kill him. Now these are hitting on 3s, strength is 5 versus toughness 4. Plague weapon. Okay, so hitting on 3s. Dropping 2. Strength, so wounding on a 3, rerolling any 1s. 4. AP is -2. You need 5 ups. He fails 3. These are flat 2 damage. He is dead. And with that, I will consolidate and tag. They will be able to hit me back, but I will tag these here, meaning that they cannot fire their weapons out of that combat. Right. So after the consolidation, this is how many are in range. So Lloyd will get 4 attacks, sitting on 3s. Okay, good start. And then these are strength 4, so they're wounding on 5s. Okay, 1 wound, no AP, which I am making. That's it. I believe with that, that ends the Death Guard's turn. So let's do some scoring. So with the end around scoring, I'm going to talk you through what's happened. There's been 2 points for engage because I did have to move this Blight Hauler back to bring his stubber into range. Did not think ahead, guys at home. If I'd have left him down in this corner, it would have given me 4 table quarters and given me an extra point. So I scored 2 there. And then the mission one has already been scored, and Psychic Ritual isn't scored till the end. Now for the Marines, they scored 2 for Oath the Moment, and they scored 2 for Bring It Down. It's normally at the end of the game, but we like to add it in just so we have an idea of the score. On to the Imperial Fist Command Phase Turn 3. They go up to 1 CP. Then they score 1 for holding this objective here, and they score for holding there. So it scores them another 10 points. Both armies stopping each other from scoring the 15 each turn by having more than their opponent, as the Death Guard are currently on 1 up in the corner, and 1 in the center. So, all the other scoring is done at the end of the round. We will be right back. Oh, you have your 1 CP. Are you doing anything with it, or are you holding on to it? Holding on to it. Having a look across the board and deciding that holding on to it is the best option. So, the Imperial Fists will be going into their movement phase, turn 4. Into the shooting phase. Very important one for the Imperial Fist. Now, Lloyd needs the Demon Prince dead to stop me scoring Psychic Ritual. But he does have Lookout Sir thanks to the Plague Marines and the Poxwalker screening at the front. The only guns in range for Lloyd are the Intercessors. They would get 6 shots of rapid fire. They would need to kill 3 Plague Marines. So all the shots would need to hit, all of them would need to wound, and I would need to fill them all. If that then happens, it frees up the aggressors who are just in range of Demon Prince, put everything into him. That's his only real option if he wants to do that now. We do feel that if he doesn't stop me scoring Psychic Ritual this turn, I will be scoring 15 points at the end. That might be a little bit too much for Lloyd to catch up on. So, have you decided where we're going?
Yeah, it's just this.
We're going Intercessors, are we? Okay, so Intercessors, hitting on 3s. The dream is over, Lloyd. And then wounding on 5, strength 4 versus toughness 5 yet. So 1 wound, AP is -1 as you're now in the Assault Doctrine, which I failed, so it does take a wound off a Plague Marine. On to the aggressors. Plague Marines holding in there, so they are now deciding to put all their shots into the Poxwalkers at the front. So 3d6. Oh, you're thinking?
I'm just going to shoot the...
Mephitic Blight Hauler. Okay, you realise it will be -1 to hit as you're shooting through the woods.
Oh, I'll shoot the Poxwalkers.
Shooting the Poxwalkers. Here we go. 3d6. That's a lot. 13. It's a shame they weren't in range of the Plague Marines.
Launchers. 4s.
4s.
What,
And then, yeah, toughness 4 now.
What?
They got a nice little update. I know, strength 3, toughness 4. How many have you got there?
6.
6. They don't get a save, so it's just ignore damage. 6s, they shrug. Shrug 2, 4 are killed, and then you have the Boltstorm Gauntlets. Boltstorm Gauntlets Hitting on 3s. 6s will explode. 4s to wound on the poxwalkers. Okay, how many have we got there?
4.
4. Okay, ignoring 6. I ignore 1. Oh, 1 poxwalker lives. And if to make it any worse, that's just happened. You've just got your bolt pistols left to fire.
Yes.
And
That's
going to win you the game. The bolt pistols are. Okay, so.
One to survive.
You only want to survive?
Yes.
Okay. Bolt pistols into the Terminators, hitting on 3s. Got good bolt pistoling. And then these are, yes, it explodes. And then these are strength 4 with toughness 5, so 5s. Okay, 1. And they are AP -1 now as his pistol. I'm in the Assault Doctrine. I make it. Yes. And with that ends the shooting phase. Now, Lloyd does have a charge he can make against that Poxwalker. He needs an 11. So we're going to go straight into the charge phase. He fails it in a 9. Now you have 1 CP.
10.
And he makes it. Oh, he fails it on a 10. Oh! So after the failed charges, it takes us on to the fight phase. We now start with the units that are already in combat, and it is the Blight Lord Terminators. So Bubonic Axes hitting on 3s, dropping quite a few already. And then these are wounding on 2s now, rerolling any 1s. Okay, got a 1 in there. So they all wound. 3 of them wound. These are AP -2, so you're looking 5 up. Making them all. Now we have the flail. These are hitting on a 3. Oh, this is some bad rolling from the Terminators. Only 2, and then this is strength 5. This is toughness 3, so wounding on a 3, rerolling any 1s. 2 wounds on the flail. The AP is -2, so you're looking 5 ups again. Failing them both. These are flat 2 damage, so that will kill 2 Marines. And now it is Lloyd's turn to pile in and hit back. So, time for the Tactical Marines to hit back. Sergeant, 2 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Actually, I'll go Marines first.
Marines first. Okay, 3 attacks. You are hitting twice. And then these are strength 4. This is toughness 5. Wounding on a 5. You're getting a wound. There's no AP. I lied. There is an AP because we're in the Assault Doctrine. That's fine. So, I'm fine on a 4. Now the Captain. 2 attacks. Hitting on 4s. 1 hit. This is strength 8. This is toughness 5. Wounding on 3. It wounds. AP is -3. Becomes AP -4 as the Assault Doctrine. So it's just my 4 up and vulnerable, which I fail. This is 2 damage. Goes down to 1, being Death Guard. Kills the injured Terminator. So, looking at going on to Death Guard, turn 4. We've decided that we're going to call it there. Because for Psychic Ritual, I would need to score it with a 3. I have 1 CP, which means I would get to re-roll it. So we're just going to re-roll it in front of the camera now. So Psychic Ritual would have gone off. So that would score me 15 at the end of the game. I then also still own the center objective, which in this turn will now score me 4. And I own more objectives than Lloyd after my command phase, scoring me 15. So there alone, I'm scoring 34 points. Taking the lead, it's just going to be too much for the Fists to come back. Even without the moment and bring it down, they just don't have enough to score. So, what a close game. Going all the way to the 4th round. Could have gone on to the 5th if Lloyd had got a bit more lucky with some of the shooting. So, join us for the end of game chat now, and we're going to discuss what went right and what went wrong. Hey guys, welcome to the end of game chat. It was a win for the Death Guard. Yes. And now we are going to talk about our most useful and our least useful unit. It was a very close game, all the way to round 4. So it is quite hard to pick most useful and least useful. As the winner, I will start. My least useful was the Biologist Putrefier. He has a really good ability where he can give units with plague weapons the ability to cause mortal wounds on 6 in combat. I never really got him into combat with them, so he wasn't useful this game. He isn't bad, I just didn't get any use out of him. For you, what was your least useful?
Probably Lysander.
Okay.
Again.
Okay.
I'm going to melt it down with one.
Okay.
Nah, joking. But he didn't really do much. You were killed by Poxwalkers.
That was a good stratagem, though.
Poxwalkers killed a guy in...
Well, they almost
More
killed
or
him,
less
and then the
dreadful
psychic
armor.
killed... Yeah.
That's stupid. He's got a Storm Shield, which
Anyway!
they need to buff him. You know,
Buff Poxwalkers, I agree.
No,
Let's start a petition.
yeah.
Strength 8 Poxwalkers.
Steroid walkers.
Steroid walkers. And then our most useful model, mine
Demon Prince with Warp Insectile, reroll all hits, all wounds. He also managed to get off the Psychic Ritual just about. That was the difference between winning and losing this game. So scoring 15 points, he cut through almost everything he got involved with. This time, he does need a lot of protection, but if he has it and the rolls go right for him, he's just devastating. And what about you? Most useful?
I couldn't decide between both. So
Is that what you brought them both?
Squad. Yeah.
You brought them as a squad. Is that why one stood in no one's foot and they're a squad?
Yeah. They're a couple.
Couple, okay. Future games they were expected to. Yeah, I mean, Redemptors.
The old guns.
Why were they your most useful?
Because they worried you a lot.
They did. They were the closest thing to probably ending me.
I gotta be honest, if I hadn't had them, then your Demon Prince would have just ripped through and joined my arm as well.
Okay. I am surprised the Land Raiders did you.
I couldn't bring that again. I love it too much. I'm bringing 2
Stop
next
bringing
time.
it in the game.
I'm bringing 2.
Well, I'll win by turn 2 next time.
No, you wouldn't. Those got last cannons on it. I'll blow your water.
Yeah, how did those last... Oh, how did the guns get the fire on it? How good were they?
What?
Oh wait, they got blown up turn 1 and didn't get
If
fire
you're
on
not
it.
going to bring all that next time, I won't allow you.
I'll bring Thunderbolts and the Space Wolves next, that'd be fine.
Oh, that's fine. I'll
Okay.
just scratch the paint.
Okay, and with that, that is the end of the game. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next week. Sorry about the late upload. We've had a lot of computer problems, and just life has caught up, but it will be back to regular uploads.
I will be honest, I've been quite ill as well.
Lloyd's been ill. It's all Lloyd's fault.
I'll take the blame. I've been sunburned being ginger to work outdoors.
Sure.
So
And on...
I'm apologising.
Well done. There you go. Congratulations.
I'm a big boy.
Still leave my beast if you want. I'm more than happy for you too. And we will see you hopefully next week now. I'll go back to weekly updates. We have a lot of updates coming to the channel, new bits and bobs we will be adding over the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that. And of course we'll do more giveaways when I realise I can't paint all the stuff I've bought, which is I bought more. You bought more.
I bought more.
Well, stay tuned because if you can't paint it, it'll be given away, no doubt.
What?